until that really. Oh fuck! Michael's sitting over here. How long you been sitting there, buddy? I'm sorry. Oh no, he's back. He's back. Let me get my ears in. Let me get my ears on.
How do you like my
My
hair?
ears on. I
Look at
can't hear
that.
you.
Look at that. It's wild.
Ah,
How are you,
there,
buddy? I
there's
got crazy hair
sound.
tonight. It's full.
Oh, I got crazy hair all the time. I haven't
It's full
shaved my
moon
head in
fever
like,
hair.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's you gotta show the crazy, you know.
Okay. I'm gonna be 1 second here. I'm gonna comb my hair. I'll be right back. Right back.
No, okay. I was about to uncomb mine. Hell, I was gonna join you. Stevie Wonder is in the house. Hello. Yeah, I haven't shaved my mohawk in like. Oh, glad to see you here. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the support. Thank you for coming in. I haven't shaved my mohawk in like 2 or 3 months, so I've got it all slicked down. Otherwise, my Wolverine comes out. It's all going whoof. It's getting wild. I have to go, Eric, but nice to see you. Take care. Thank you, Mel, for coming in. I appreciate it. It's very good to see you. Always good to see you. You're such a light in the darkness, and I'm looking forward to hearing from you in the future that the tumultuous turmoils have at least brightened into some blessings. Lisa, oh, he was nice.
All right. There you go. I did the slick back.
You gotta slick it.
Slick it good. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good.
Yeah.
I am so good. You wanna know why I'm so good?
What are you doing a card reading for everybody? Hi, Stevie Wonder. Hi, Mel.
Because I'm on the soul's path.
Okay. All right. Are you doing a reading, collective reading, or for yourself?
I was just pulling a card just for the heck
Are
of it for
you open to
myself.
giving me a reading?
Oh, always. I'm definitely open.
Uh,
If you're open
is
to have
anybody
one,
else
I
want
would
a
do it.
reading? Are you open to doing that? Giving them a reading if they come up? We have room.
You
It's
talking to
almost.
me, Lisa?
It,
I'm
it's
hot.
it's
You're
almost
hot.
it's almost
Er,
12. It's almost 12 here, brother.
it's almost 12.
Full moon fever.
11:50. Adds up to 7. The Divine Architect. So yes, I'm doing good, everybody, because of this whale that swims in the ocean, the deep, the blue, the truth of the things, the honor your soul's purpose. and
Okay.
and I feel like that's you were speaking about the turmoils a minute ago,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like the turmoils are there to service us. You know,
Okay.
when we get tired of it, when we truly get tired of it, when we truly become uncomfortable enough to go within and ask the
Right.
questions, we'll get the answers that bring us all into harmony. Miss
Harmony's
Lisa
different for
Myers
each
is
person,
with
though,
us.
right? Like the forms of
Yeah,
harmony.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when we're in that space and
Yeah.
we're in that space, we'll know sacred space. And
Mm.
we'll know that everybody has their sacred space. And you don't go tramping into somebody's sacred space without asking.
Oh,
And you
that's
know,
funny you say that. It's funny you say that because I used to have a teacher, and she used to call it her registry.
mm,
And I introduced her to this person who was very intuitive, and she said, I felt very violated by him. I said, what do you
mm,
mean? He said, well, first of all, he didn't ask to read me, and second of all, as soon as he touched me, he was scanning. And then when he was aware that I was aware that he was scanning. He got very hostile
Oh, yeah.
and started calling her a bunch of, that she was crazy, imagining things. And I'll tell you a cool story. When I was a very young boy, I might
Hmm.
have been 12, and there was this East Indian man that um, worked at the market. He was a very kind man. And one day he shook my hand and said, "Hey, how are you doing?" And I sensed that he was reading me, and he went, "Oh." And he looked at me and went, "There's more to you than I thought." And that's all he said.
Ah.
But I was aware that he was trying to read me, and he was like, "Oh, okay, interesting." Because I think he was one of those people he never asked; he just read.
Right, right.
And I think if it
Do you
was
think
left,
he was reading for his own, like, because sometimes we do that, not to be invasive someone, but for our own well-being, we have to kind of read somebody so we know how close or how to act or how to appropriate ourselves around that person. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
if they're not open to certain energies, you need to kind of know that so you can be silent and not, you know.
yeah, he was a salesman though,
Oh, okay.
and and when he realized that I knew what he was doing, he stopped.
John says he's always impressed with Eric's upright posture. Oh
Very,
man.
now is that a backward slap to the face, or is that truth? We don't know.
Well,
Are you good friends with John?
he's been in a lot of my broadcasts. We've talked a good bit.
Yeah.
It's been
Have
a
you ever
while.
invited him up?
I don't think I've ever had him up.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Stevie Wonder, thank you for everything you do, including Mel, who are all intricate parts of this community who go into everybody's broadcast and support people. I don't know about everyone, but a lot of the people that I frequent, they seem to be there helping. Steve's in the house.
Steve's in the
Steve.
house.
Steve. What's up?
11:54. Adds up to 11. Steve shows up at 11. The magic
Hmm.
number. How you doing, Steven?
I think he's been feeling the vibration, the frequencies, the awakenings. I've
Yeah.
noticed changes in him. Even his appearance is dramatically
Yes.
different than a
Yes.
year ago.
Yes.
The
Yes.
way he presents himself on screen, yeah, you can tell he's
He's got
upping
some
his game.
confidence. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Well, think of how far you've come
Yeah.
in the short period that I know, and we couldn't get a peep out of Helga at the beginning, and then she became this roaring lion at times now. So, so we all have our different forms of progression, right?
Absolutely.
Has anybody else been feeling kind of melancholy, uh, maybe feeling heavy? Even their body might feel a little heavy. Um, I felt a huge shift 2 days ago. I woke up in the morning, went something's different, very different. Like a chapter it ended and a chapter it opened, but not for me. I mean for the collective. That's what it felt like to me. As soon as I woke up. The other thing too, do you ever wonder, Eric, sometimes that is is this a computer generated simulation? Because lately, and I don't know if it's because I'm more aligned, but I'll think something and it happens. And it happens so frequently now that I'm not even surprised. I'm just like, oh. And it's stupid things. Like I'll look at something I haven't looked at in 3 months, and my wife will go, "I need you to go get that in the back." you, like stuff like. But gave it no mind, no thought. And even tonight, I was like, I got this voice when I walked the dog. It was like, be very aware. There's weird shit going on. So I
Mm.
went to the church, and there was definitely stuff in the shadows.
Mm-hmm.
And there's never stuff in the shadows there. And
Mm.
even Tia was looking in the direction where I felt it. And we're talking
Oh.
spirit.
Yeah.
And as I felt it, her head turned to the very far right. And it was odd. And I could tell by her stance that she was afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Where she's usually
Steven says,
bonkers. Go ahead.
you should have seen me prior to working in restaurant industry. Very shy. Oh yeah, the industry will do that to you um, if you're gonna make it in there.
Are you feeling the energy on the cards? Can you explain your process?
Um, yeah,
If you want to.
I just you know, dial into myself first,
Mm-hmm.
and you kind of have to separate yourself from everything, and
Right.
then I really just feel into that person for their highest and greatest and best good with true love's intent. So I set my intent for whatever is going to be for your highest and greatest and best good, and then I just shuffle until I feel like that's it. See what you get, and I read Carmen. Oh shit! Just smacked myself. The other night, and it was very interesting because she said it right before we started. She was like, "Oh, well, would you want to read me?" And I was like, "Sure." And she was like, "Well, I don't know my energy right now." I was like, "Oh, it's all good, you know." And so I pulled a couple cards from one deck, and then a card from another deck, and then the last deck I did the spiritual guidance, and that last card. So the first card was from the ones that I did for you. The is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, and it
Right.
talked about communication, and we all know that Carmen's good at communication. And so then the second one, I forget what it was about, but it all went in line with that. And then the next one, I almost didn't want to read it. I was almost like,
Mm.
well, maybe I won't even talk about that one because it started to go into what could be taken as negative, but we know there's no real negative when you can acknowledge that there's something going on that you need to be aware of. And so before I read that one to her, I said, you spoke about this before we even started this. And then I read it and she was like, oh my God, that's so spot on. It's so spot on. And I was just like, wow. And so sometimes I really don't even think about anything. You just have to kind of separate yourself in a way and allow the energies to flow, and it all kind of works itself out.
I like that.
Um, for you, the way I do it a lot of times is if I pull from one deck, I might pull three cards, and the first card I pull, the way I do it is I'll shuffle the cards in such a way that I don't shuffle them like bending the cards. But I shuffle them this way, and then, they get all kind of crazy, and then whichever one is the highest card, the one that's sticking up the highest, that's the
Mm.
one I pull out. And then I take the one off the back, so the one that I pull out in the middle, or the highest one, that's the present. Take one
Okay.
from the back, that's going to identify the past. And
Right.
then I take the one off the top, and that's the future. And
Oh.
so with you just now, the first one, so the present, the one that
Yes.
was sticking up the highest, was number 4, the heart chakra,
Okay.
which is your fourth chakra. So that's the green, loving energies, the growth. The frequency of the heart chakra, the green, the flower of life, supports our capacity to love deeply and unconditionally. Its
Mm,
healing prosperities harmonize the mind and the body. This is going to get good here in a second. Which one? Okay. So the one from the next one I pulled was off the back. So that was the
right.
past. So this is number 37, which 3 for me stands for power, 7 stands for the architect. And this
Yes.
says the realization. And, you and I know that since we've known each other, you've been coming into higher and higher realizations
I'm
uh,
hoping. Yeah.
of your spiritual messages. A lot that you've got in your dreams. You've been seeing a
Yeah.
lot of colors and things in the past. So the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of your heart-centered truth. So right there, the first card was your heart. Now you're realizing in the past that you're coming in center with that truth, as well as the external process of becoming your highest expression
Yes.
in this world. And so the future, when you follow in line with your heart, based upon those realizations from the heart,
Hmm.
you come to number,
Authority.
and that is number 10. So that's another version of the realization, because 3 and 7 adds up to 10, which is heaven for me. And so 10 is heaven. You can think of heaven
Hmm.
is the authority. So the frequency of authority reminds us that true authority is
Hmm.
powerful, directed, and realized, yet receptive, wise, and loving. And so, you know, what you were saying while I was shuffling the cards there, I think really plays into that as well. And so I see what you're saying, like the Matrix or a computer program. But the way I see it is it's the authority. It's the collective perspective. We
Yes.
all have these things that we have to experience in this life. And so we all have made these agreements. So, whether it be Hitler or me or you, we all came in here with a life purpose. And when we can come from the heart and realize the
Hmm.
authority that we have as an individual to operate in and amongst with the collective, then we have accepted the sacred space that is now. And
Yeah.
we can start to realize the programming that is the illusion.
Hmm.
And so,
So, so, because you had a juicy morsel there that I don't know if
mhm,
everybody will understand, and I'll just use a different terminology, and maybe it'll vibrate different with them. But I think we sign soul contracts
yes,
before we come in, and sometimes we'll even be placed in certain situations with people that we had tried to work things out in the last life or the life before that. So maybe the person that was your mother in the last life is now your lover, or the person who was your sister you had all this conflict with now is suddenly your boss or your father. Those type of things. If you believe that, if you believe
yeah,
in reincarnation, I think what I was trying to say lately is that there's so much synchronicity lately that it feels more and more like a pre-program. So one of my fears is how much of what I'm seeing and of the limited scope that I can see is real.
right. Well,
And
see,
I'm and
what you have to do is you realize the authority. And when you
okay,
realize the
okay, break
authority,
break that down. Break that down. The
so what you
authority is
do
what
is
is the authority?
the authority is the opposition, the polarity
Okay.
that's
The
in
yin and
play, the
yang,
duality.
the
And
duality.
so
Yeah.
those people that might be in the opposite frequency,
The
they're
light,
in
the
that
dark.
frequency to pull us into a different
Yeah.
acknowledgement that we're all one. And so when
Yeah.
we do that, then we open them up to real growth. So
Mm-hmm.
they're almost playing the card to service us, to move them.
Right.
And so the last card I pulled for you, the fourth card, was Spirit Guide, um, the messages from your spirit guides. And this all plays in with what I read for you like a long time ago.
Okay.
Um, and
Hi, Ash.
the unicorn.
Okay.
So the unicorn, indulge your creative, imaginative, and
Mm-hmm.
magical side through some form of artistic expression. Now, artistic expression, I mean, art, life is art, you know? And
This
so,
is art. This is
yeah.
art. What we're doing
So
here. It's
when
a
you
dance.
can,
Yeah.
yes. So when
Hi,
you
Ash.
can realize the dance and your
Yeah.
soul's journey, then you can really start to feel, see, or hear the narrative of what you signed up for. Like you're saying, your soul contracts. And
Yeah.
so you can really start to step into the creativity of, okay, there's this thing that everybody's saying is impossible, or that person's not ever going to get it. Well, if you can step into your heart
Mm-hmm.
and through that realize the authority that you have
Yeah.
to be able to be creative and
Mm-hmm.
spontaneous and magical,
Yeah.
then you can change it. Hey
Sorry.
guys, sorry, can't come up tonight. Not in the state to be talking on a
Yeah.
public forum where I would. That's
Well,
totally
well, you know what's funny is you started saying some things, and some of the energy started coming up in me, and I had just had to have a little cough there, and I don't like coughing it. And we've had broadcasts in the past where you and I were together, and other people were in the room, and they were coughing uncontrollably.
uh-huh.
Do you remember?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so I think Ash is feeling the same energy I felt today. Today, even just in the last couple hours, Ash, I felt almost wanting to be still, to be present within myself, to nurture my soul. I couldn't handle some of the chaos because everybody is affected by the energy or the frequencies of the moon in different ways. And
Yeah,
some people, it makes them spin like a
yeah.
top. And if you're a person who is wanting to be in stillness and listen to the singing bowls with Eric, you can't handle the chaos or the screaming or the anger or feeding the fear as he hits the yeah. Yeah. But that right now for us, and it's no better a truth than the truth that they're in, is it's just we need right now self nurturance, self love, self acceptance,
Yeah,
replenish the well.
yeah,
And
yeah.
is that what you're feeling?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because we're in a state of receiving right now. It's funny that you were talking
She
about
says,
that.
please don't read aloud when I'm about to type. Okay.
Okay.
Unless we
Right.
weren't supposed to read that. Right?
Uh, yes, you know, those things, they are what they are.
One door opens, one door closes, right?
Yeah, yeah.
One door closes, another one opens. We were just talking about this a second ago that life is about lessons, life is messy. We're not supposed to be joyous beings 24/7. That's not the purpose of being here. This is a playground of learning.
Whoosh. Yeah, I know. It's life. Life is interesting, and it's I've definitely been walking that road in my own life.
I think it's a common road for
For
many.
me, it's
I,
worked out in a totally different way, which is
yeah. How
it.
did it work out?
Well, it's we're becoming good friends and
Okay.
realizing why we were together and what we still need to work on to be
Mm-hmm.
able to have a successful relationship
To
if we're going to have
cohabitate.
one.
To
Yeah, yeah.
cohabitate. Yeah. Okay. Plus, you have a child, right?
Yes.
A love child. That's now what? How old is she? 15.
She is. She'll be 16 in
Yeah.
May.
Yeah. And she definitely has some of the Eric magic,
Yeah.
sarcasm, wit. It's in there. The energy. The energy's in
Yeah,
there.
and she's really stepping into it. I'm really proud of her.
Yeah,
This
she's
one,
discovering herself, right?
yeah, she did a walkthrough of oh, I don't like to
Oh,
call them haunted houses, but
yeah.
a place with spirits, and she was able to really get a lot of information and grow as her knowing her own authority to perceive and receive in other
Okay.
lives. Oh.
Okay. Is if anybody else is listening and is with us and is not commenting, can you hear us? And if you can, just say yes. And if everything's fine. On my end, it seems fine. The other thing I noticed too, Eric, which is weird, is a lot of times the broadcast will be clear during the replay. Like
Uh,
everything seems to gel after. Because I've had ones where I thought it was just a complete clusterfuck. And then I watch it back and go, it's not that bad. But I could barely hear the person in the room. This is a long time ago. I find it very seamless now. And you've got your sound together. Thank God. That was painful before.
yeah.
That must have been painful for you.
Yeah, it's, I mean, I did my best to just carry on and not allow it to take me down. But I see on my end it says connecting to Twitter has failed for the following account. And then it says we've sent more info. Private connection to Twitter has failed for Eric. So
Ash, did you send Ash an invite?
I did, I did.
Yeah, okay. Well, Ash, if you change your mind, and we promise not to dance on that dance floor with the disco ball with you, uh, we'll behave. We would love to have your vibration in the broadcast. And if you're not sane enough right now to do it, or not just not feeling it, I get it. I get like that. There's times where I have to step in the shadows. Have you done that, Eric, recently? Stepped in the shadows?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yay, sound, she says. Okay.
yeah. I think it was the end of June last year.
Mm-hmm.
Going June, July, August, I guess. I had to step away, and then I came back, but then Haps kind of did its thing and changed the whole perspective, and since then I've um, I've just I had to regroup, not to broadcast regroup, but just to
Mm-hmm.
regroup in the sense of really making sure because from here on out it's just and I've been doing this but things are changing, gears are shifting, levels are changing, and so I just have to go with whatever spirit says, from here
Yeah.
on out. And so if
Can
spirit says do a broadcast, I do. If not, go somewhere to do this. And
Yeah,
I was
or a
telling
different platforms too.
Uh, yeah, for now, I'm gonna use Haps to
Hmm.
do the different platforms,
I would
but
love to do a Twitter Spaces with you, myself, and Ash.
okay,
That would
okay.
be, I think, awesome. Is there any way you can read the comment that I put up that says from Michael Bathurst?
Ah, I didn't
I
see it.
stole it from an article.
It didn't come up.
Do you want me to read it?
Yeah, yeah.
We'll break it down. Each of us, it
Or
says,
is it the stop drop?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Stop,
it,
drop, and tune into your mental state. How are you doing? Really, really. I mean, there's a lot going on in the world right now that feels scary and out of control. It's frustrating time for humanity, to put it mildly, which can stir up feelings of helplessness. Enter the 2022 Virgo full moon, which can act as a supportive beacon. Generous Virgo is the sign of selfless service, but it is also rules in wellness and self care. Moon mission, finding a healthy balance between giving to others and giving to self.
yeah,
Very,
I
very
like that.
powerful.
I like
And you
that
know
very
what I
much.
found out tonight was I read
Hmm.
some things about the full moon,
Yeah,
um, and so whenever a full moon or a new moon is in something, you want to go and look at your astral chart and see where
right.
that is in your chart. So Virgo for me is in my 12th house. Well, Pluto is in power right now as well as
Yes.
Virgo. And so Virgo's in my 12th house, and guess what? Pluto's in my 12th house. And so it's just all like, I don't know. You'd have to go back and watch the beginning of the replay. It's pretty much towards the beginning I went into it, but that's the synchronicity of finding out for yourself how these things play out for you. Ash
So,
says Virgo, good. Got lots of work done. Pisces house.
so
Yeah.
if you can, and you and I have talked about doing broadcasts like this for a long time, and
Hmm.
we'd get Colin in, and it would go sideways, and then we go into the Looney Tunes, and then we try to pull it back and do this for a bit. But I think this is the longest consecutive spiritual broadcast that you and I have done together that didn't go completely sideways.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm curious what a worm moon. What does that
So
mean?
the worm moon is all about, the earth starting to transition, everything's starting to warm up, everything's starting to come to life. And as it does that, the worms are under the surface. So, we've been in the winter. You're dealing
Hmm.
with all your stuff, your darkness. You went into the darkness. So as you do that, the worms, they start to make and burrow different holes through the earth, allowing
Yeah.
oxygen to travel underneath the earth to start to allow the oxygen to breathe and start sprouting up new life in the spring.
Hmm.
So we're moving into the spring. And what's really significant about this, the new moon and this full moon, one of the reasons why they're both so powerful is they're
Hmm.
both reversed. So a new moon is usually about starting things.
Did you see the book I just posted it in the
I
comments?
did. I was like, whoa, what the?
Yeah, yeah. Because for me, we can break it down here. So it's talking about full worm moons. It actually has links here. There's the Pisces season. You can tell I know nothing
uh,
about this, but I think that's what Ash was talking about, right?
yeah, yeah.
We're reading. That's what we're doing right now. I
Yeah,
like this. Take
it's funny. It got something tagged on there in the bottom. This is Doctor tells. Do you have too much belly fat? Eat
Yes, I
this
do.
before bed.
Yes, I do. Yeah, that's our corporate sponsors. Take a deep look at emotional energy dedicated to our work. I think that's healthy anytime. See, and what we do sometimes is we'll read cards. we'll look at comments. We'll see the energy that's within that comment, and then it spawns different conversation for Eric and I. And Eric and I have no script. We just go. It's like free falling from a plane with no parachute.
Yeah.
We hope we have a parachute.
It's the present moment. That's why they call it a present. It is a present.
Um,
Stupid bleeping app crashing. Yeah. I have 0 Virgo in my chart. Oh my goodness.
oh, you're right. There's all this crazy crap on the bottom here. That's so funny.
Real reason why
Yes.
Jason Momoa and
Yeah,
Lisa
yeah.
Bonet broke up.
The real reason is, ooh, well, what's the real reason? We don't know. Well, you have all these links. We also have Miley Cyrus admits that we can't stop. Oh, that we can't stop is about drugs. What? That we can't stop is about drugs. I am reading it right. Okay. That's very awkward. It's, it doesn't flow, right? That
well,
we can't stop is about drugs.
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we're losing something. We have all these
Jason
bonus
Momoa
links for
is
you
cute
folks.
and creepy at the same time.
Yeah.
Uh,
These are 4 zodiac signs that will fill the full moon the most.
mm.
The fair warnings, these zodiac signs will have the worst fall. And then we have number 1 free games to play. What else we got? Communicate effectively on the job with the tools. Grammarly installed writing. Yeah, it's all links. It's weird. Yeah. We give these to you free. You know, you'd pay somewhere else for all this, but we give it to you free. Can you explain some of the stuff in the back there you got going on? You've all your art and you've got feathers and that room is forever has new additions. I know you were painting for a while. Yeah.
Yeah, everything for me right now is kind of like I have to be very much observant of where my body, my
Yeah.
physical stuff is, and I
Yeah.
can't do too much of one thing. I have
Yeah.
to kind of keep things changing, otherwise things get. But right now I'm working on that painting, which is of
Yeah.
Mercury, and it's got a Virgo sign. She's a Virgo, so her sun sign's Virgo.
I even like the
And
shirt today.
oh, thank you. Yes.
It's yeah, look at that. There's a little bit of thought. It's got
Um,
stars and everything. Ash, if you want, you can come up and not show your face. You can do the
yeah,
pulsating.
definitely.
You can do the pulsating, Ash. She said,
But
yes, the shirt is cool.
all these paintings behind me, except for the skull and that one, that's mine. But this painting I saw in my dreams. This
Yeah.
painting I saw in my dreams, and actually I saw the guy painting it, and he was painting it, and part of the background was already in there, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, wait a minute, that's not right. That's not the way I saw it in my dreams. And
Mm.
within 30 seconds, he erased it. He was like, no, I don't want it like that. He erased it, just painted it out, and then started painting in what I actually saw in my dream. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is this is amazing. And
Do you
then
know what I was thinking about today? That's something you said a long time ago.
what's that?
When you first came on to Haps, and out of the blue, and I believe there is no coincidences. I think we get fed messages, but I was kind of replaying in my mind when you came on and you were very emotional and you were in tears and you said something along the lines, "I have dreamt this scenario in my
Mm.
life," and I was thinking, like I said to you, I thought about that today. It was a very brief pocket moment of energy, and I get those all the time. And if it's something that I know is not orchestrated for me, I know it's pure.
Yeah,
It's pure message, right?
yeah,
Like if it's not a desire that I want, or some egotistical quest, and it's just something. And usually, if it's really bizarre, it's very real, right? Like if it makes no sense, it even if it seems like nonsense, it tends to be very true. And today, I was thinking about you and the beginning. Oh, she's showing everything. Look at her heart, her
Oh, she's looking beautiful. I love it. I love those
yeah,
curls.
Pulsating.
pulsating. Well, she has a heart, right?
I'm like all scrunched up in my shirt here. Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Thank you for coming up. Um, I find her energy, Eric, very grounding.
Yeah, yeah.
And even her cat is like,
May not
leave
be.
her alone. Leave her alone.
No, he's
She's all
saying
mine.
feed me.
Really? Is that what that is? Mom,
Yes.
what are you doing? Give me my food. Yeah.
I know my place.
But imagine the world if we didn't have pets. How many people would be? I honestly think suicide would be through the roof if there wasn't animals.
I know my
Especially-
last pet, he was around during the worst of my depression. Oh, gross.
Yeah. And that
And,
really
I
helped?
know. Oh, God, yeah. I know for a fact they probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him at that time. Keep your
Yeah.
food in the bowl.
Eric, have you ever suffered from depression in the past?
Yeah, yeah.
He's a Pisces. Of course he has.
And yeah, right. Uh, I've kind of it's interesting. I feel like and like Ash said, the Pisces, my whole life has almost been teetering in melancholy,
Okay.
and I'm now transitioning out of that phase, and everything's like just fucking on. You know, it's amazing. Life's beautiful. If it's not in that vibration, it's like,
Yeah.
hey, it's okay. It's gonna get better. And even if everything went wrong, it's all good. You know.
Yeah.
And so I feel like what that was for me was I wasn't on my
Hi,
life's
Erica.
path, and I wasn't on my life's path for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
But the reason that I wasn't was fear. And what spirits told me is I'm supposed to be an ambassador for that because that's what
Ah.
everybody is going through.
Chris,
Even
the
the biggest
technician, is here. Thank
skeptics
you.
don't want to believe in something because they're afraid of what happens when you do that. And so, you know, once we get past that, and like you were saying earlier, Michael, for me here lately, you know, like you said, it's really easy when you're getting stuff on someone else because you know, you're neutral. You know, you're not, you know,
You're
emotionally tied
Switzerland,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're Switzerland. And so here lately, it's gotten very interesting because, like, I was just telling my soul sisters yesterday, we were talking about this, and I was like, you know, I'm getting fucking everything. Like, if it's gonna come in, like, I'm sitting here in my chair and I'm like, I feel like Jeanette's gonna come by right now. And then, like, 2 minutes later, here comes Jeanette. Or I feel like my daughter's about to walk in. Or I feel like this is about to happen. But then there's these times when it comes in for me, and I'm wondering, well, is this something I want, or is this something, or I don't know. And so, like the other day, it gets to that point where you feel this, and then it happens, and you're
Yeah.
like, did I create it, or did I receive the information?
Yeah.
And
Interesting.
so,
Good question, though.
Yeah.
I think
yeah,
both, in a way.
I
and
I have one question
sometimes,
that's really odd, and I gotta ask because it's driving me crazy. Do you live beside a Tim Hortons? Because you always have. Like I always feel like you could go out the back door and there's the drive-through. Hi, how you doing? I'm here to get my.
Hi. Hi, John. I'd like
Do
10
you
minutes.
order it? Do you order it? Or like, how does that work? Because you
I
always
go
have
get
one.
it.
Is
I
it
go
close?
get it. It's
It's
like 10
close.
minutes. Yeah, it's close enough. It's too close.
Was that why you couldn't come up? You were running to.
Oh no, it's a small town. We've got everything closed by now, even the Tim Hortons. I
Mm-hmm.
just put it in my fridge from earlier. Hey John,
Ah, okay.
you know I dig you. See, I'm reading your comments through the notifications.
You got a Chris Technical coming in from Twitch there, Michael.
Yeah, yeah. Erica Nelson and Chris are an item. They're love bugs that I know. I haven't seen them in a while. They used to do very late night broadcasts, so it's wonderful to have them here. So thank you for being here. And are you guys still fascinated and happy with Haps?
Well, I was going to ask a question since you're on here regularly. Carmen was suggesting this the other night because when I was on for
Yeah.
my birthday, we were getting comments from Twitch, from YouTube, from all these other
Thank you,
places,
John.
everywhere except for Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Yep. A lot
So
of people have been asking about that. Yeah. They were
what's
on
the
Discord talking
protocol?
about it.
Do we um, how do we contact Pablo or whoever needs to be contacted now? Because that was what Carmen was saying. You need to contact them so they know. And I'm like, if they don't know by now, I don't. It's always been an issue,
I
but
think
I
it's
I
been
think
all over
Facebook
Discord.
doesn't. I don't think Facebook wants to.
I've never had a problem with Facebook when I've gone live, weirdly. Even like the names come up and everything. Though Lindsay was on the other night here.
But you
My
don't get the Facebook comments in
Yeah, I
your
have
chat.
been.
Oh, have you? Then you're
oh, you
lucky.
have?
Yeah.
Cool.
Because
Yeah.
I
I
don't.
was on last weekend, like less than
Hmm.
a week ago.
See, and that's the way it used to work for me. Sometimes I'd get them and sometimes I wouldn't, but I haven't gotten them in months. You
No,
know,
nor have I. It's been months.
since
And
since
and
they
I
went
know
to the
that.
new platform, I haven't gotten them at all.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's weird.
weird.
And it's funny because I'll have Twitter say that it's not connected, and then I'll look at my Twitter and it's playing.
Oh, that's weird.
Ah,
That's true. My Twitter doesn't normally connect, or at least it says it's not. I'm sure it
But
probably
then I
is,
go
but
look. So here's another. If you have two accounts like I do on Twitter, the one that it comes up on, just retweet it, and it'll simultaneously play on your other account.
ah.
oh,
Or if you're in a broadcast and you don't know if it's going to link, just retweet it, and then your people will see it live. That's
He's
I don't
another
know if I
thing.
fan.
want my Twitter
I
people
love
to
your
see it.
beard that you have there, Ash, and your mustache that moves.
She has the Rory fan.
You know what it reminds me of is a windshield wiper, right?
Whoop, whoop, whoop,
It reminds me of a
whoop.
very painful boa. It's attached to my back right now.
Now, well, how much does your cat weigh?
About 15 pounds.
So Tia now weighs about 40 pounds, and Tia decided to come on the bed, and decided just to fall right on my junk.
That's how it works. They always
And
pick
I
the
was
worst
like
painful
this.
spots. I'll say after surgery, the day of, I came home and he crawled over top of me, like my
Hmm.
surgery scars on this side, to get on my lap, like on the other side. So he knew, mind you, now that it's all healed, he just like fucking stomps right in there and he's like digging for gold. I'm like, really? Why there?
Digging for gold. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Digging for gold. Uh, okay.
Just you know.
Okay.
Go with it.
I'm gonna leave that be.
Oh shit.
Oh
Yeah,
my
just
lord.
leave it.
I
Um.
saw on your broadcast you had the other day. You shared a little snippet from 11 years ago there, Michael.
Yes. Yes. It looks like
Got
the
to see
son of
the
Michael
old
Babbitt.
sexy there.
Was I? Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah. I think I had my moment in the sun in the 80s. That was my not that would have been 2010. Yeah, I feel like it had already gone sideways by then, but thank you.
Already gone sideways.
Yeah. No, but we all have our moments, and they say when you pass on, you will go to the period where you look the most desirable,
Thanks,
or
John.
where you feel the most comfortable.
Right.
I was
Right.
23.
Yeah, is that when you had it rocking?
That was when I was too hammered to care.
Yeah, see, I think honestly for me my peak was probably 18. 16 to 18 was
18?
it. Yeah, that was my
Ugh.
peak. Like look wise.
I was such a
Right.
tomboy then. It was not cute.
No. But it never stopped you from getting busy, is that what you're saying?
Not when I was that young. I wasn't like you when I was 18.
No.
Ow!
Ow. Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second.
Yeah, no, I think I was very active by 16 actually.
Yeah, most people were, but I was crazy shy.
Well, see, my thing was I was all about learning. So I would always date older women. And I'd be like, think of me as clay, mold me, make me better.
Think of me as clay. There we go.
Think of the
I
pleasure you'll
kind
bring
of
all the other women after you.
I was kind of in the mood to do readings tonight, but
Yes.
I don't want to do like a live in case, I suddenly have to be like, I fucking hate everybody and I need to like shut it down randomly and people
Well,
don't
you
know
can do that
why.
here with us. You can do that with us.
True.
Do you want to do one on Eric? Are you open to that? Because Eric gave me
Oh,
one.
Yeah, I give them a reading happily.
Yeah.
Give me cards.
Yeah. I want you to first read his sweater. That's the first thing I need you to check out the alignment of the stars on his.
All right, Eric, you get to choose.
So-
Positive Tarot or Murder Crow Tarot. I'm going to read with your deck. You have the same.
You know which one I'm gonna go for. Murder crows.
You can actually hear her. Okay, that's great.
Joy's pet says. Okay, got all the cards.
I pulled 3 from Murder Crows tonight. One was the 3 of Pentacles, the 4 of Pentacles,
Okay.
and then
For
the
those
Knight
who
of
do not
Pentacles.
understand a goddamn word you're saying, both of you, explain what that means. Because
So
that
the
will be the
Murder of
majority.
Crow is the tarot deck. It's just a version of,
That's me.
and the Pentacles is about a different. You've got different. What do you call them?
Suits. Elements.
Suits, yes. And so I pulled 3 cards from the same suit. 2 of them were in a row, the 3 and the 4, and then the Knight, which I actually pulled the other night as well. So I like it when I.
Sorry, let me cut you off.
We'll just go with whatever comes up good. But I've been meaning to get in touch with you too. Whenever we can get together and you can read me and Connor like you were wanting to do the other night.
That would be fun. I think she would be really cool to read.
Yeah.
So, Eric,
Yeah.
do you mind being a guinea pig for a second?
Sure.
Okay. I want to just test something here, if it'll let me. Just 1 second here. Oh, I heard your bowl there, Blue. Oh, it's not really. Let's try this one.
Interesting.
Are you on Facebook right now?
Yeah, I've got it opened up so that I can see if any comments come through over
Okay.
there.
I'm not going to do what I was going to do then. Okay. I won't do that.
I mean,
wanted
I don't have
test-
to look at it.
No. I wanted to test if we could hear the music through this.
Oh, I
Oh.
see what you. Yeah. I'm on Facebook and YouTube.
Yeah, let's not do that. But in the future, I would love to put like very soothing music, like our, that kind of in the background light
Yeah.
while we're getting readings and stuff. We did that the other day. We had music on in the background, her and I.
Yeah, I still need to get with oh
The
gosh,
program.
brain farting on names, but the musician of Haps, help me out.
Chris Scales,
No, not that one. Not that.
Kevin.
Reach. Reach.
Um,
The new
no,
Hapsis Reach. Is that what you mean?
keyboard.
Oh,
Um,
Brian.
no,
Brian. Oh,
old school, all the way back from the beginning. He's in a relationship with. Oh gosh, I'm totally brain farting now.
That's all right.
Uh, he's got dark hair.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, what is going on? Indian, kind of Indian. Is that right? I might be wrong on that. Sorry if I am.
We better be careful. Let's just stop while we're at it.
Yeah.
Because if we don't know,
that was
let's
like
just stop.
Michael. I was like, well, what kind of Native American do you have in you? And he's like, Canadian. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Look, that doesn't answer my question. Okay.
But he makes music for people, and he does all kinds of stuff.
Swift Beats?
Swift Beats, thank you,
I was
thank
gonna say, you're talking about Swift, yeah.
you. Yeah, I
See?
need to get
When you
with him
said
because I told him I was
he's
gonna
cool.
get him to get me to some meditative music. You know, put me some
Mm,
stuff together,
okay.
and
Okay.
I haven't gotten with him. Is he? Has anybody seen him here as of late?
Yeah, he's around still.
Okay,
He's on Instagram too. I gotta
okay.
add him, but
Okay.
okay, my dear.
Let's hear this reading. When you're ready.
Okay,
Sorry, no pressure. Are you
I'm
glad you
ready.
came up? Are you glad you came up, hon?
Yes, you guys always put me in a good mood.
Yeah,
Put
Okay,
that's what
us
I
in a
was
great
thinking. I
so
was
mood.
like, if she comes up, she'll cheer up.
okay, this is where we're at. You've been dealing with a lot of flip flopping emotions, and we already know you discussed that, and it's because you've been trudging through the trenches for so long that you just want to break. You want to have your moment, but this is your time because you're the Wheel of Fortune, which obviously is ruled by Jupiter, which is Sagittarius. So you got expansion, growth, new opportunities, but you got to cut it while the iron's hot. Okay.
Mm.
Now, in the past, you didn't trust it. You're willing to go after it, but you didn't fully trust it. You needed to have more sort of confirmation within yourself to feel totally secure where you're at. The next 6 months, your advice, my dear, is not. This is like, I feel like I'm just reiterating what you already said, but it's kind of Nine of Swords, fear. Don't let fear hold you back.
Yeah.
So the
yeah.
things that you fear, you already know are already within yourself. So it's all the more reason to go after it. That's the way I see it. So in the next few months, between now and the end of spring, you've got the Knight of Swords. So you've got action, but you've also got new beginnings, more new beginnings coming in. It's sort of a never ending potential. Hello, Miss Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea.
Because this is your
Yay.
card. Nine of
Can we invite
Pentacles.
her up
I
if
mean,
you don't mind?
Nine of Cups. So this is focusing on you, right? And your happiness at the moment and knowing where you shine and being able to listen and step into your place, which you're doing, which is perfect. People around you, not so much. So I would watch for those people that can still be really draining around you and hold you back, because I feel like there could be a potential to want to let them back in hopes that they'll want to do the work when maybe they aren't ready yet. They just think they are. And I think it's because you love, right? You truly, truly care. But be careful of that, because if you don't listen, your emotion, you're going to deal with the Queen of Cups reversed, which can be overthinking or dealing with someone who's very hovering or demanding, needing things to be a certain way. But if you listen, you get the Knight of Wands. So you get independence, action, you get security, confidence, even more kind of owning your shit. And I feel like that's where you're headed. It's kind of like a crossroads for you to choose. But fear cannot be part of the equation.
Perfect. Yeah.
You already knew, so.
Well, yeah, but it's like the last time you really read me. It's that confirmation, you know, and it's always good to get that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like just like what I was saying earlier, like just even with like yesterday, you know, I had that fear of not being able to go see my soul sisters, and then I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go because
Yay.
I feel like even if I pay for it, there's something there to experience that I need to experience. And I said before I left, I was like, you know what? I'd really like it to even actually be one of those things. I even said it to Connor before we left. I was like, I'd really like this to be like one of those things where I go and do it and I thrive. And like all the pain and stuff that I think might exacerbate because of
Yeah,
going into it just doesn't even accumulate. And that's exactly what happened. And I was like,
that's pretty
yes. So
amazing.
it was like what you're saying. It was trusting to push through the fear.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I
I,
think it's, it's an understandable fear, but, you can't not live either because of it.
Yeah.
I have a question, if it's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Can you read someone if they're not in the room? Like can you read their energy from the comments?
Yep.
Okay. Ash, are you open to reading Sweet Pea? And Sweet Pea, are you open to having your soul exposed in the universe here on Haps, where every dirty little secret will be revealed?
Oh, I've read her before.
Oh, of course. Please sling
Do
my
you
dirt.
want do you want like just a what I see reading, or do you have a question that you want for the cards? What would you prefer?
We would
I could
love
do
for you to
cards
come
or
up
them.
off camera. We
Yeah.
would
You
love that.
can keep your
You can
camera off.
pulsate
Camera
for
off.
us.
I think I did. Did I send you an invite? I thought I did.
There you go. See
Maybe I
see how I
didn't.
did some trickery there to get her up? I love it. Yeah. They call me manipulative Michael or the pot stirrer before, but oh well.
You never.
Never. Why is one heart bigger than the other? I don't know. And of the hearts on your shirt, do you have one that really holds your heart? There you go.
Today, no.
No. But you know what? I think you knew one on some level.
Oh, I
All right. I
totally did.
sent you
That's why I'm
one.
pissed
Yeah.
about it. I
Yeah.
totally knew.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I even asked you some questions the other day.
Uh-huh.
Uh
Oh,
huh.
I knew.
Uh huh.
I knew back in
Uh huh.
June.
Uh huh.
I
Yeah.
even called the person at it because I knew the person it was with.
Okay. I thought we were going to do my drink wasn't cold in the fridge. I thought we were going to do code. There was one less ice cube in my drink than there was. But okay, we're going somewhere else now. All right. All
All
right.
right. Here comes Sweepy.
Sweetie.
Hello.
Oh,
Sweet.
hi, honey.
Hey, Ash. Hey, Eric. Hey,
Hi,
Michael.
sweetie.
Hey,
Hey.
good to
All
see
right, my
ya.
dear Cancer.
Good to see
Would
you as
you
well.
like would you like a card reading? Kind of reading would you like?
I don't know. This is Michael's idea.
Michael Sneaky. Did you see that? Michael
He
Sneaky.
is. He's sneaky.
He's a little
Do you have
puppy.
something specific you want to know?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I would like to know. Um, well,
I want to know something about Sweet Pea.
trying to think. Oh, you do?
Is
Okay.
that okay
Yeah, go
if I
ahead.
ask? Who calls her late at night
Go ahead. Go ahead
when
and
she
find that
has
one.
when she has to leave the
Yes, answer that
broadcast?
one, please.
1-800.
Please tell him, Ash.
Don't ask Bernie. He'll tell you the truth.
He will.
Okay.
He'll put a number down there. No, I'm kidding.
1-800.
No, I guess my
The
question.
sweetest pea in the universe.
Oh,
There you go.
I've been called sour pea on here before too, so that's been hilarious.
Mm.
Aw.
But it was jokingly, like said,
Oh, okay.
so I didn't take it,
We've
offensively.
seen every side of you.
Yeah, you have. You
Yeah.
really have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
Ash,
you
do
know
your
me
dance.
long enough,
Make a
you'll
little
know
love. Get down tonight.
know
There
all
you go.
that.
I'm
I
waiting.
don't know
I'm
if I
just
want
waiting
to
for
do the
questions.
question or if I just want a general because usually my question's answered in general anyway. So probably
Yeah.
general.
Why don't you ask me the question?
Oh, okay.
That way
Well,
we make sure we get it.
it's hard to ask the whole
Hello,
question though
strange
because it's
ways.
so difficult. It's like a complex kind of question. I don't know how to ask it. It's a lot to the question. Like future plans that I hope to happen. I don't know exactly how to word it, I guess.
Okay.
Like
Let's
I'm
do the
hoping
next
for
6
something
months.
to happen this year, but I don't know that it will. And that I guess that's my question, but
Hmm.
I don't know.
Have you been looking for signs from certain family members to see?
No, not from family members because it's not anything like that. It's like big plans like for the future. I don't know how to word it. We'll just do general, but that's kind of kind of about what I'm asking. I guess.
I'm getting stuff.
Go ahead.
How about you, Eric?
No, nothing.
No, I am.
Getty said hello, Ash. So that has to be Milton if Getty is saying hello, Ash.
Wait, who's saying that?
Strange.
Strange. Is that Milton?
That's Milton if they're saying, but they've said they're all these people, and I'm so confused.
Hi. Oh, that's Milton. Yeah, it's Milton.
Yeah, if they say Getty,
Milton.
I know it's Milton.
Milton's in the house.
Hello, Strange Lady.
Food fever.
So this is something that's impacting your family, like your immediate family, pretty heavily.
Yeah, I mean it isn't, but it will. I mean it's something.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Is it something to do with your independence?
Yes.
Like you taking us? Okay.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be cryptic when I do this?
I don't guess you have to. No, I don't guess.
Well, it's not like they're going to watch the broadcast.
Yeah, that's true.
Is something
we're-
falling apart?
We're only 4 hours in, so.
No, but I guess it.
Who's counting?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I guess some things have to fall apart for things to happen, right? Like I don't know. I don't know about.
Was there something you did in the past that you feel like, not that like a regret or anything, but that you wish you had like planted your seeds elsewhere than where you did? Like you could have given your attention to something else instead of what you did? Does that make sense?
This would have been planned out long ago. Yeah, for things to have worked out differently now.
Yeah.
To have already been done, I guess, is what I'm taking. I don't know that answers your question exactly, but
Yep, that makes sense.
okay.
Yeah, amazing.
Do you have like a specific time that you would prefer this to? I know you wanted to have
This
happened
whole
yesterday,
year.
but
Oh, I wish it would have
This whole
happened
year.
several. You want to know when it was supposed to happen, or would have preferred?
Couple years
to have
ago.
happened? Yes, years and years and years ago. Like
but do you have like a timeline set, or are you not really sure?
my timeline has wished to been set already done at least a few years ago, like before COVID happened, and then
Who's it affecting emotionally around you?
I'd say
Is it-
it's myself, but
Okay.
it also
Because it is a Cancer
connects other
card.
people. Yeah, that's myself then.
Oh God.
Because there's
What month are we in? March?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
The 19th. It's Saturday.
Is this
Full
like
moon.
okay? Is the move going to be entailed in this?
Yes, that's what it is.
Okay. Okay. Is
That's
there?
what
Why
Move
is
does not
it?
move. Yeah.
There's like 3 people involved
Yes.
in a sense. Okay.
Mhm. Yep.
It's probably not going to happen until the end of the year,
End of year or next year? Thank you, Strange Ways.
end of this year.
You think end
I-
of this year or like into next year? Because like every time everybody's ever told me that end of the year or later in the year, it doesn't happen.
Well, I'll tell you
It goes on
specifically.
increments. I would
Well, let's
love
put it this way,
that.
okay?
Mhm.
I have about a 2-week range
Okay.
on my timelines, and I've yet to be wrong. So let's
Okay.
try it on you. And if I'm wrong, I'll kick your ass for proving me different. Let's see.
Captain Rehab.
Captain.
Michael.
What are you doing? I can't see what he's saying because my eyes are so messed up.
This is
Michael
Ash
Bathurst something.
likes big butts and he cannot lie. Oh my lord. Make
That
it
I like
rain
big
on-
butts?
Oh, I'm not saying the rest. No, he's
No.
saying to you about
He's
Michael.
saying Michael does.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't distract her, Captain Rehab.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
That's what he's wanting to do. Got the bowls going, clearing the energy.
He's always playing with his bowls.
Yes, you are being bad. Being bad, Mr. Captain Rehab.
Well,
Nephew.
excuse me. You're looking at, yeah. I want to say 9 months to a year.
9 months to a year.
Are we talking about?
But
a
I
pregnancy?
still think it's going to be closer to the New Year's, though. So I think it's going to happen sooner than, I think it's going to be slow, but
Yes.
sooner than you thought.
It's already been so slow. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. So.
But I think you knew that anyways.
Yeah, it's already been so slow. So slow. Everything that could hold us up will hold us up, and that's the way it's been this whole time. So, yeah.
What is Milton saying? I can't see the comments. My eyes are so dry today.
Let me see.
Today, 228.4.
228.4. Is that how many days?
And I told Milton to make it rain. Show us the money. That's what I was saying.
You can go scroll up and tag me.
Are you still open to doing readings? Are you done?
No, I'm happy to. Thank you.
Okay. So that was it. The thing was, the question was the amount of the time frame. That was it. Time. Thanks, Strange Ways. So the reading was the time frame. Like that was my question. The time frame. That was what the reading was. The time frame of it. Okay, gotcha. 9 months.
I think your biggest thing will be there's a lot of stress wrapped around it.
It's so.
But I think
stress.
I mean,
I do it to myself.
I don't know. I almost want to say, like, don't have too high of expectations.
Oh, God.
I feel like you're in the middle.
Oh, God, I am.
You're wedged in the middle tring to please everybody.
Stuck in the middle
make
with
decisions.
You.
Stuck in the middle with you. That's right.
Yeah, I'm definitely in the middle.
And that's where because you're the peacekeeper, right?
Yeah.
That can be a shitty role.
Yeah. I'm stuck in a crappy role anyway.
Yes.
Hi, Ellen. Would you mind doing a reading for me, Ash? I do not mind. Just have to ask a question.
It's only $7,000. Don't worry about it.
Just put it on our tab and
But yeah, put it on the tab. I owe her about $9,000.
Thank you, Ash.
Yes, I told her I'll clean the tent for her. That's what I'll do.
14 days until I'm in the Bahamas. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
wow.
Still traveling. That's wonderful.
You know, Milton,
I
feel so bad for you, all this suffering in your life. Yeah, it's just
terrible. Oh, yeah. I don't think I could change.
Woe was Milton. He just came back from a trip and now he's on another trip. Yeah. And I don't mean psychedelic with mushrooms.
Yeah, not that trip.
No.
Asha just came from watching TikToks and was watching all your new TikTok stuff.
Oh, God.
Cute. And Rory TikToks. Cute.
I've been doing them for fun lately. I don't know why.
Does Ellen want to come up and I'll go down? That doesn't sound right. But Ellen, would
did it again.
I did. Oops, I did it again.
Get down.
I can always
get down on it.
And she can come up.
Get down on it. Oh, yeah.
Ellen.
All right.
Okay, so you guys have to tell me what Ellen's saying because
she said, "Haha, I don't know what to ask. I just need general." What she said.
Oh, that I heard. I mean, after that. I saw that comment.
Gotcha.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Oh, you're
okay. Good. This is a David Bowie tarot deck.
Rehab, be good.
Oh, cool.
Hey. Look,
Purple Magic's
I was
back.
thinking about you.
Martin.
I was thinking about you about an hour ago.
Hey, Martin.
That's our old
rain. Purple rain.
That's our old friend. And he's not old. I just meant like old friend.
He's old.
Yeah, he's our old friend. From way back. Way back.
Okay, let's
I've
see.
known him
Miss
as long as I've
Ellen.
known
See,
James.
you know what that is? Energy draws energy, right?
It
That's
does.
what. Yeah. I was serious, Ellen. If you want to come up, it would be easier for her to read the energy if you're actually in the room, and
No,
I
it
don't
really makes
mind.
no difference. She's
No,
in the
it
room.
doesn't. No, she's done readings on and off. Yeah, when this wasn't even an option, Ash was doing readings
Well, when she gives me
Okay.
readings in the tent, it's always better. Okay, good.
in the tent.
In the tent in my
What
backyard.
is up with the tent? I seen y'all
You
say
no,
something. Ash just from
we
hi
have it.
from the
Yeah,
tent.
we share coffee together. That's it.
Ash said hi from the tent. I
Did
think
he-
it was this morning.
Yeah,
I seen
that's right.
that.
Yeah, there's one sleeping bag, but don't get any impure thoughts. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Okay. So, Miss Ellen, I'm not looking at the comments because I can't see guys, so just so you
Gotcha.
know.
I'll
Okay,
read 'em.
you got the Nine of Swords, which is Gemini reverse, which shows that you aren't allowing fear to step in your way, which I really like. It shows a sense of maturity because you have dealt with a lot of people who have tried to kind of hold you back, which is kind of disgusting, but you're holding on to it. And despite what it feels like to me, what you give to other people, a lot of times they don't give back to you, which makes me kind of wonder if you're a Leo, but you don't technically have to be. Your past, this could be to do with family. It doesn't have to be the ones you have now. It could be your family growing up too, or people that you consider like family. But your advice is to watch the people around you because you're going to have people that want to hover and try to control you, try to tell you how you should live, even though you actually have a very confident nature and know what you deserve and you go after it. But that can be
She's a
frustrating
Leo.
when you have people holding you
She
back.
said
She's a
she's a
Leo.
Leo. She's a
Yep.
Leo.
Okay.
Wow.
So
Leo.
going forward in the next few months, you have a lot of doors opening up to you. So you're going to have a lot of options for yourself to take, and you don't need those kind of emotions kind of getting your way because you got the Nine of Pentacles, which is Virgo, which our full moon is in. But the cool thing is about this card, this is a woman who knows to kind of take her time as she's doing things, kind of go back over the steps and go, is there anything I could do to make better? You kind of watch yourself and you want to do the job right the first time. And that comes with your confidence. You have everything you need to make these decisions, and you have really strong people coming into your life in the next few months, which could really open that door. I don't know. Two of Cups is generally a soulmate card, but this could be just a partnership in general that you're hoping to make. End of 6 months. I think if you've been having issues with, say, having to work to prove yourself or work to try to make some extra money, you're going to notice things slow down for you in a good way where you can actually get a little bit of rest. Maybe it can be away from the bullshit. But really, you'll never stop because you got the Chariot. That's proper boundaries in place, which I think you have already, but they'll actually be instilled a little bit better. There you go, my dear. I can't see the comments. What does it
Are
say?
you
What is
are
it?
are,
It's
are,
Rahab.
are you open to doing a quickie with me?
Really?
That card reading? A card reading?
Yes. Yes. Do you have a question?
No,
Milton. Milton
no,
sent you
because I feel
a
like we're
word,
talking
Ash.
to each other already.
Yeah. We can do that when we're that connected.
What's that?
You don't even have to say anything. You're already talking
What did
to
she
each other.
say?
Who?
Makes sense.
Thank
Okay,
you,
good.
Ash. It all makes sense to you. There we
Um,
go. Sorry.
yeah, she said, not since Moses came down the mountain has there been such a man as Eric.
Lord have mercy, Rahab. Good God.
Good
What is he
God.
saying
That was
now?
James Brown that she
He's
quoted
being
there.
dirty.
All right.
You got
I like his
awards.
jokes though. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Sorry I'm not thanking people. I'm blind. He knows. I'm not explaining to him, but
Make it
I'm
rain.
still thankful for it.
Okay.
Make it rain.
No.
Thanks, Milton. Thank you.
Show me the money.
You're a Taurus and it shows in this moment. Okay.
Well, that wasn't very nice.
Interesting.
Okay.
Okay.
You can be open. Say whatever you want. No, you don't need a filter.
You know I will.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a filter if I'm reading.
That's right. Especially in
The way
the
I see
tent.
it is if I get it, if I get it, there's a reason for it.
All right.
Huh.
Oh, I'm feeling the energy heighten. I just felt the energy heighten there. Did you feel that, Eric? I felt the energy just go.
Whoop.
I'm about to give a shit. Really? Okay.
Okay.
I just need to see what this card is because I'm blind. Okay.
Okay. Just give it to me. It's okay.
Oh
Thank
no.
you, Milton.
I know I can. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I feel like there's been like a surge of energy for you lately in a sense that, and it could be potentially just you feeling better from when you were sick, but it's allowing you to bond more with your family because, you know, when you feel better, you do better. But
Mm-hmm.
it's giving you a chance to kind of relax and enjoy yourself in a way that's good because I feel like before it was almost like you were at your breaking point and you needed this break, whether you realized it or not.
Yes.
You need to watch this side of you
The
in the
stirring.
next little while. Yes,
Okay, I'll be
you
careful.
need. I mean it because it's coming to kick you in the ass in the next few months. And
Okay.
you're the type like you put up good like boundaries with people, but sometimes that can be closed off and it can seem like you don't give a shit
Right.
when the pot's stirring. And I think it's because you just don't want to feed it, right?
Yeah.
But the thing is that you're not listening to your instincts in terms of you're just like, no, you just shut off. You're like, no, I'm not going to feed it. And I think that's going to feed it. It's going to feed it when you do that.
Just feed
It's-
it. Okay, just got it.
It's the effort you put into it and into the people. And honestly, I'd be
Okay.
careful about the pot stirring because I'm worried about it.
Okay, so
And
just
it's
be
going to
more
affect
real.
you. It's gonna affect you more emotionally than you realize this time around.
Well, help me understand a little bit better. Okay, let's clarify something here. So, should I give it more detail and be more real about it and authentic, or should I,
Well,
if I see it, run for the hills?
I would run for the hills
Okay.
and be like more mindful of it in the sense that, like, say, if someone goes, Michael, you did this and blah, 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 stop putting me in the back room so I can scream at people. Just be
Like,
like,
be more
instead of
guarded?
going, no, just be more like mindful of, like, for instance, okay, when you would throw Lenny just randomly in the back room and not apologize for it, you just be like, oh, okay, we've had enough. And you're just gone. You know what I mean? Things like
Right.
that. Just be like, okay, well, you know, I've told you this is like what it is, healing. So you got to
She
be more
says I'm here.
mindful.
She says
Well,
I'm
that's
here.
fine. I don't care. But that's a perfect example, right? You got to be
yeah.
mindful of how you do things like that to people. So that way you're
More
not
respect. So
upsetting
be more
them.
respect. Be more respectful.
Yeah. And
Put
don't
yourself
stir
in
the
their
pot.
place. Put yourself in
Yeah.
their position.
Treat people how you want. Well, no, but
Yeah.
never mind that. But because I don't think
no, not in that. Treat yourself how I would want to be treated. How about that?
show the
Yeah.
kindness we know is inside
Yeah.
you a little
Tap
bit more. That's
into
all.
your like sweet pea. Like tap into my energy.
Yeah. Okay. So
Your inner
try to
sweet
be
pea.
Yeah.
try to be like
your
the other
inner
three
sweet pea.
people in this room, not myself.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Well, just tap
Okay.
into those versions
I'm like
of
Fred
us.
Flintstone, though. I have the little devil over here,
Take
and I
a
have
little-
the little angel, and
I
the little angel's
know.
going, you know,
Yeah.
and the devil's going, nobody, just stir the pot, and then the little angel's going,
I mean,
no,
everybody.
you hurt people's feelings, you know.
Well, everybody has
But when you
moments,
stir
you
the
know.
pot, but the thing is, when it comes down to it, you
Lenny
genuinely
says, be
don't like
kinder to
hurting
people.
people.
No, I don't.
You
I don't like
genuinely,
hurting people.
and that's what it's telling you is that it is going to affect you more emotionally this time around than you realize. So
Yeah.
be careful.
Thank you. And I've been feeling that. So you're dead on. I've been feeling that I have to elevate that part of my game. I have to be set boundaries, but don't be rude about it. And
Set boundaries, not walls.
Yes.
Yes.
Walls is
That's
not
what I always say. Yeah, don't set walls, set boundaries.
And
Unless
be
they're
willing
dumbass, and then it's like,
and
then
be willing to
block
forgive.
'em up.
And
Ugh,
calling
no.
someone dumbass doesn't stir the pot at all.
no,
But, yeah.
if they're a douche,
No,
if
yeah.
they're a douche, they get what they have coming to them, and you don't owe them shit. But if they haven't done
I'm a
anything, be
blowfish.
nice.
Give them
Be
a
nice.
1, 2, 3
I think
strike
you need
kind
to
of thing.
take the advice you gave me.
You know,
Okay,
like
bye.
strike, they're out kind of deal. Like give them a couple of chances, you know.
and learn to stay in others' broadcasts as well and participate.
Yes, I
Well,
agree.
he's
I
in
was
here
gonna say that.
participating.
Yeah, and last night
I
and
have I
the
have
other
been
night,
trying.
I
I
have
have been trying.
enjoyed that, and others have too. And I think
Yeah.
they need to see that.
Yes.
We need
Yeah.
to see
It
the
can't
one
be
that
one
keeps us
sided.
together. Right.
Yes.
We
Yes.
need the one
And
that's kept us together to spread that around, to
what are we
participate.
spreading? Okay.
We're spreading Michael around.
Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah, it's true.
Listen, I'm tired from
You
all
would
the
only
tent
join.
stuff. Just leave me alone. Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure.
All right.
Thank you, Strange Ways.
I'm
Pardon
old,
my
eh?
youngest
We
Milton.
don't want me dead. Right.
No, that would be nice not to have happen.
Oh, I thought she said that would be nice.
No.
I'd visit
No.
you. I would.
You're closer than any of us.
Right?
Y'all are the closest.
Eric, how do
And
you
we're the
feel about that?
closest. Isn't that weird? Look, the 2 Canadians and then the 2 Tennesseans up top and then
Oh
down
yeah,
below.
yeah,
Look at this. Isn't that wild? Got the
yeah.
Tennessee
I mean,
crew
I
up top.
definitely feel like that's. I remember back when you asked me and Des to read you back in the day, and
Mm-hmm.
that was really what came through. Was you have had a tendency to like say this is who I am and this is how I'm gonna be, and you either accept it or not, and that's okay. Like what Ash is saying, if the person deserves it, but you have to, like from my reading earlier, you have to come from the heart because you've
Yes.
already received you know, the awakening messages, and to get to your unicorn, you've got to go through all those things in the proper fashion because that's the way the universe really works. And I think
Yes.
it's interesting too because like the way that Des and I's original reading way back in the day, you were getting a lot of accolades and Haps was blowing up and everything, and so you were able to kind of keep moving through that. But I've heard you say it in the past, as all that's gone away, it's become a lot more personable here, and so you really
Yeah, it's
don't
more
have all the
community now.
numbers. Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's more community, and that's almost the test in everybody too, and especially for you. You have to kind of go with the energy of like what Sweet Pea's saying. You're gonna have you or what Ash is saying too. You're gonna get what you put out. You're gonna reap your, and you know how spirituality works. You know how energy works. So
Mm-hmm.
you just
Yeah.
have to.
I agree. Ash, you're glowing right now, especially when you go like right there. Bam.
Yeah, that light
Screenshot.
is beaming down over
It's
you.
beaming right off you there. You've got the angelic being going on. You should. Yes.
I'm not an angel.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Listen, please,
Yeah.
please let it rain for our dear friend here, Ash, who is
Yes.
sharing her skills. And I also got a wonderful reading today from our dear friend here. What is your name again, Eric? Since Moses came down the mountain has there been such a man. Um, no, I agree. I have spent more time in other people's broadcasts, and I've come up when they've asked me to be a guest, and I stick around. So
It's
out of
nice.
respect, and that is
Yes, it's
another
given.
piece of that respect, that mutual respect thing. So
Do you know how long ago
We're
I asked
always
you to do
growing.
that? I asked you long ago to spread yourself around. You
I'm
need to.
a slow learner, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
and
be
Okay.
careful of your
hard-headed like those
words.
bulls, those
Well,
Because
Tauruses.
words are weapons, right? You have to be
They
careful.
yeah,
can
but
be.
but you're just reinforcing what you're trying to move out of by saying I'm a slow learner. You can rephrase that and say I'm working on picking up quicker, or making
Yeah.
the
Exactly.
No,
change in the moment.
I'm actually just being a shit. But yeah, yeah,
But that's
yeah.
part
No,
of it, though.
yeah.
It is.
The
Here,
energy
listen.
doesn't matter if you're just trying to be a shit.
Li-
I
It's
did
you
hear
know
still
that.
what? Rome wasn't built in a day.
That's right.
Yeah. I'm old and crusty.
We're
Let the
all
man.
Well,
on our
we're
path to
all
get there,
going
right?
there. Yeah.
So We're all
Well,
just trying to get to be better people as each day goes on, you know. So as
Right.
long as you're making movement in the right direction, that's all
yes.
that matters.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
really cool about this is that this is such a beautiful, safe, sacred space that we can be very brutally honest, like family to each other.
Definitely.
Thank you,
And
sweetie.
and if I don't have an intervention at least once a month, I know things are going bad.
That does
Thank
happen,
you.
doesn't it? It does happen. Now that you say that, I just thought about that. An
Yeah,
intervention once a month. Something
yeah.
happens about once a month where we have to
did,
go through all this again, don't we?
did you read
With
Captain's
but
Not with
sometimes
Sweepy?
just you. I
but
mean,
but
with
it's a
just like
different person in
community.
the group every
Yes.
time. You know what I
Yes,
mean?
I
Yeah,
agree. Yeah, not just
yeah,
you. That's what I was saying. Not you. It's just like the
yeah.
community. We have to
But
go through it once a
Ash
month.
had a very valid point. She said it's one thing, and I'll take being in the shadows as maybe being numb, and she's basically saying be more aware, be more present,
Mhm.
be more empathetic. I think is the word,
Yeah, I would
right?
Hmm.
think so.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
and
Human.
Mhm.
thank you, thank you,
Present. Be present. Yes.
thank you.
Show
I
up
felt the love there.
like
There you go.
like the ones that show up for you. You got to show up for them the same way, or it's not
You got
like reciprocated. It's not. I don't know. It doesn't flow. The energy is not flowing like it should, and
Yeah,
yeah,
especially
you
with
got to
our
be the
small
change that you want to
community
see,
in the
not the
world.
Hmm.
reaction.
Yes, yes,
yes.
that's right. Not the reaction, but the change you want to see. I
Did you
like
And
that.
I
read
have,
Captain's comment, Sweepy?
I did. I did.
and
Be
I
I guess
more
did
she
a
turned
amazing.
live, by
herself
the way,
around,
Mike.
Rahab.
Mike, I did a live after you asked me to,
She sure did.
doing readings. Yep. Sweepy
I
was
was
there.
there.
And I already have my topic for this week coming up.
Good deal.
Yay!
Hmm.
I'm
And I'm
glad.
going to bore 90% of all people, and I'm okay with
No.
that because Eric will be there going, really, that's interesting because he's a
Yeah.
nerd like I am when it comes to this shit. So it'll be fun.
Now, is
Yeah.
it me or is it Eric's face is morphing right now?
Nope. Just you.
It's
I think it's
morphing.
just you.
Okay.
Well, when he does
It might
that,
just be like internet or something. Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
moving it around, it might be.
when you
No,
make faces.
it's
Yeah.
funny. It's just right now. His cheek. Oh no, it just stopped. Okay.
Huh.
I
Like
was going to say,
Elliot's
I'm
was
like, I
doing
thought he
that
was
night
staying still.
with the pink hand and stuff. You remember Elliot's was doing that? It was all
Yes.
pink and stuff.
Yes,
I
and
wonder
he
if
didn't
it's your
Oh,
breathe.
yeah.
Wi-Fi or your internet or something. That was so wild. Or it just be it could
With
be it could
Eric
just
though,
be
it used to go green
energy.
and change different colors
Oh yeah,
when his energy was different.
it
So
did.
I've been down this path before.
That's true. Yeah.
I thought we were in the Matrix one time because his whole body was glowing green. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, we
Someone
have
at the
been
door there,
through
Ash,
it.
or
Oh no.
oh,
Uh
she
oh.
left. Something happened.
I think
I
she
think
was
someone called.
checking something on her phone and then
I think someone called her.
must have. We have
Yeah.
been through it though. Like we have learned so much. I think I've learned so much about both of y'all, even though Eric, I
Yeah.
know you've not been here as much, but still, like from the beginning when we was all together on HAPS and through all the different changes and
I
you
was
know
thinking about that
the
today.
lessons.
His very first day.
Yeah.
I was reliving it in a beautiful way. Not a
Oh yeah.
yeah yeah.
It's nice to see you back over
How was
here.
the reading for you? Was it good?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I don't know.
Okay.
I think I should have asked for a general reading because I kind of already I don't know. With that question, I've asked many people, and I
Okay.
seem to feel like I probably shouldn't ask it, and that's why I was thinking about just doing a general, just because
Yeah.
it would come up anyways if it was meant for me to know that.
Mm.
So it was good. It always is. Ash is always spot on. I don't know. I'm just bummed about the whole situation. Oh, her app crashed. There she is. But yeah, I'm just bummed about the whole
Oh,
situation with
okay.
the
That's
mask.
interesting. Do you want to read
Yeah.
that, Eric? It's your broadcast.
Oh wow.
Not to sound morbid, but billions upon billions of people have died before us, either on a cellular level or in existence. Nothing will matter in this conversation in 100 years.
It will because
Well,
we'll live in it and we'll
that's
teach others what we've learned
Yeah.
from talking and learning from one another. not to interrupt you. Sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
Ash
Sorry,
says her app crashed.
I saw that.
but I think so. I
I
know
will
I've
come
learned.
haunt your ass.
I've
Yeah,
learned.
to
Yeah, we'll
Milton.
haunt you.
Just your ass, nothing
Yeah.
else.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's it. That's funny. So guys, I do have to go. I'm gonna probably let the dog go out for one more spin, and then I'm gonna get some sleep. But I
Yeah.
wanted to support this cause. It's which is called Eric, moonlighting.
Mhm.
We don't see him a lot anymore, so I
No.
felt like, and I felt some very strong energy. I was unable to come up right away. I was kind of processing energy, I think, but I was in the comments.
Hmm.
And then, just at the right time, I felt like I came up. Oh, wait, no, I had a hair disaster. I had to go fix
Oh
that.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, not a hair
I
disaster.
look like I put my head in a light socket, my finger or toe.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know how that goes.
I
Yeah.
like that you guys make more about the existence than needs to be made. Oh, God, here we go.
Uh-oh.
Is that the vodka talking? I don't know.
I'll come with what? I don't know.
Yeah.
It
Well,
could be.
everybody loves Ash.
Yes.
They do,
Oh
and
yeah.
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 But she gives me tough love. She gives me
Oh,
Canadian
that's
tough love.
Ash. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Ash for you.
right
She'll
between
love
the
you,
eyes.
but she will tell you exactly how it works and how it is. But
Hmm.
that's the way you are too. You are the same way. And
Am I
a
really?
very,
Is that a
very,
Canadian?
it must be a Canadian thing. I don't know. From what
Yeah.
I've heard, it is so far. I mean, do we have, me and Eric have similarities on the way we are in Tennessee?
Um, I think Eric is one of a kind to shock
Well,
your
of
mind. Put the
course.
wiggle in your behind. Um,
But on
and
how we
and s-
deliver
and
things.
there's only one Sweet Pea in the
Well,
universe.
that's true. But I mean, we're
That's
both
no.
unique in our own ways.
I
But
think you're both very kind, but energetically, I don't think I've ever met anybody like Eric. And
mm,
you're very unique. It takes a lot to affect me, but I remember the one time you said to me,
yeah.
I'm being hurt being in the middle, and it was no longer
It took a
fun.
lot for me to do that. It
Yeah,
really did.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and
It
you
was
were
hard.
trying to be the peacekeeper, and I think you do that even within your own family unit.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it
Yeah.
works, sometimes it doesn't.
All right,
But yeah.
Eric.
Mm,
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thank you, Sweet Pea.
yeah, of
Ash,
course.
I'll be by the tent in about 4
Yeah, if you don't
minutes.
want honesty,
All
don't
right.
ask. Yeah.
We'll work it
That's
out.
true.
All right. All right.
All right. Bye, Michael.
Bye bye.
Much love, brother.
Oh,
Yeah. Have you all seen Colin here lately? Come
I
on. He
did.
messaged me